Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, so first off, I just want to say to anybody that watched the Sunday night free readings for the pencils, paint, and crayons, I apologize. I know that the sound kept fading in and out. I was using a new microphone and it was having a fight with the actual camera, so I got rid of it. I've turned the volume up on the speakers on the microphone on the camera, and I keep seeing it flash into red, which I think is overkill, but I prefer it to be louder than softer. You can always turn it down, but I will balance it out, so my apologies. Okay, now, welcome to the bonus video. I've got to stop saying that. It's not a bonus video. It is Humpday Helper. So what we are going to do, this isn't so much a psychic thing tonight on a Wednesday night. It's not so much a psychic thing. It is more, I'm going to pull a card that is going to prompt a conversation. Just a short conversation that may help people in a certain situation. And that card is going to be chosen by the universe. So I'm going to put them up on screen because last week I pulled said, you know what, I don't have anything to prove. Pulling a card, and it is surprise. Okay, so this card is surprise and celebration, right? What can we say about this card? So look, obviously life is full of surprises. I almost said life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Yes, we know that quote. Yes, it's very true. Life is full of surprises, but we're always expecting nasty, bad surprises, like something that is going to pop out and knock us down just when we're feeling good, you know. I'm sick of hearing people say, oh, what next? What else can go wrong? Please, please, I beg you all, everybody listening to me, do not ask that question because you will get an answer. The universe will go, well, here you go, here's something else. I lived my life by that. I lived my life, let's expect the worst, and so we're prepared for the worst when it happens, and if something good happens along the way, great. I see the logic in it mentally, but it's also not a great way to live. If you're always expecting the worst, well, you're always in a perpetual state of worry or expectation. You know, you have lack of hope, and you just automatically think that the worst is going to happen. That's basically what you're sending out there in an energy-wise sort of way. So forget the fact that psychically and spiritually you're sending out all this negativity and you're creating your own worst problems. Let's keep this logically and in the realm of psychology, I guess. Not a trained professional, but if you're living in a pessimistic way, always seeing the glass half empty, always expecting something bad to happen, you're never going to be happy, because the second something small happens, you're like, oh, see, I was expecting this, and this, you know, this means that everything's going to be bad, and it's such a big thing. And, you know, I went through this myself. I've got, obviously, clients, but I've also got friends and family that are around me that, you know, don't have big problems in life like that most of us are going through. But when something small happens, like the heel off a shoe breaks, they burst into tears like the world's just ended, because it's almost like you're expecting something big and bad to happen, so you're waiting for that to happen. So when something small happens, in your head, you kind of make it feel like it is this big bad thing that you've been waiting for to happen. So look, surprises, there are going to be positive surprises, there are going to be negative surprises, but it's kind of like when we're expecting bad things to happen and something good happens, we take away how much good that little surprise is. Like you have a little win on the lotto, $50. You know, nothing to write home about. Hey, we could all do with an extra $50. But it's kind of like, oh, that was great, but, you know, there's something bad around the corner, so, you know, it's kind of like you don't really let that happiness in, So I hope this is making sense. Something to be aware of is living in that pessimistic world. You're not only blocking happiness from coming in, but when happiness does come in, you're not enjoying it enough. You're not giving it as much power in your life because you're constantly worried that something big and bad is going to happen. Okay? So look, again, this is a state of mind. It's a way we live. You know, some people are just always expecting something bad because we're unhappy and your life could be better and this could be better and that could be better, and so we're just so used to everything going to crap that we just expect it. But you know what? We may not be able to change a lot in our lives. A lot of us are kind of trapped in a prison that we built for ourselves. We have a job, we have a mortgage, we have this responsibility and that one, and you know, there's a lot that we can't change. Like, most people can't just quit their job today and get another one tomorrow. I mean, I don't think anybody can really do that in this day and age. So it's not so much about making these big changes in our lives. It's also to do with coping mechanisms and how we look at things. So look, I always say that, you know, you can get out of bed in the morning and kick your toe as you're getting out of bed, right? Now, two things will happen. Either you'll go, God damn it, oh, this is going to be a shit day, grrr, and grumble, 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 and that's the start of your day. Or you can laugh at it, or just like, personally, I laugh at it, I laugh at myself, but you can go, okay, something bad just happened, but I'm not going to let it affect me. And then you can go and make your coffee and do what you do and get on with your day. So that has a domino effect for the rest of your day. If you wake up, you kick your toe, this is going to be a shit day, you're already in that mood, you're expecting everything to go wrong. So when something slightly goes wrong, it's going to hit you harder. You're going to react a lot more. Whereas if you're like, oh, I'm not going to let it get to me, you know, 10 minutes after, it takes practice, but 10 minutes after you do that, you're kind of proud of yourself that you're not going to let that get you down, okay? And so you move on into the rest of your day. And look, I say this like it's a matter of fact. It takes practice, but over time, when something hits you and you're like, you know, you're having a good day and then somebody speaks to you like a piece of shit, don't let them get to you. Why should you let somebody else's negativity affect you? Don't let them get to you. Instead, take it as a personal challenge, not to engage in that, but to go, you know what? Not worth it. If they're talking to me like a piece of shit, I know I don't deserve to be spoken to like that. They might be having a bad day. Don't really care. I'm not going to get upset by it. It's easy for me to say. It takes practice. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And then not only do you not allow that negativity to get to you after a bit of practice, but you actually smile to yourself about, wow, I'm not letting that get to me. And you get proud of yourself and you actually start generating your own positive energy. So look, when it comes to surprises, there are going to be good surprises, there are going to be bad surprises. Basically, as a rule of thumb, live your life day to day and accept that there are going to be good and bad things in life, okay? Excuse me. So, yes, there are going to be bad things, but when good things happen, you need to be able to appreciate that as well, okay? Look, I think most people fall into the category of expecting and being more concerned about the bad things that happen rather than the good, but there are going to be the people on the flip side that just go through life with rose-colored glasses, and all this good stuff is happening and they ignore the bad or just put it out of their mind. Also, not healthy at all, because everything catches up with you in the end. So again, life is about balance. Even this card, which should be on the screen somewhere, if you see, there is a scary clown in the background in the shadows. I don't know if you can actually tell, but he is holding an old-fashioned bomb from the cartoons that we grew up with that are all labelled as racist and inappropriate now. But it is the old-fashioned bomb. So there are bad surprises that are going to knock your socks off. This isn't a psychic reading, remember. This is life coaching, life talking about the real shit. So there is going to be the bad there, but there are a lot of surprises. And, you know, when it does come around to celebrating your birthday or Christmas or your friends' birthdays or your when it comes time to celebrate, then genuinely celebrate. And I'm not saying go hit a million clubs and get written off and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm saying genuinely find a way to appreciate what you have in your life and celebrate that. If it's your birthday, yes, we all think, oh, we're getting older. Yeah, I fall into that category now too. I've grown up being the youngest and now I'm not. But it's fine, because when your birthday comes around, it's not so much, you can't focus on the age, because if you're focusing on, oh, I'm getting older, to me, straight away, that makes us feel like that's just, you feel like you've missed out on so much and that you haven't accomplished enough. And that's why I feel like, you know, we worry about our age and getting older. So that's why when your birthday comes around, forget about the age part and just celebrate. Celebrate what you have accomplished in the years of your life. Celebrate all the lives you have changed and been a part of. Celebrate the good. Celebrate the bad. You know, if you hadn't have gone through this situation, you wouldn't have learned these lessons and been able to grow and change. And look forward, genuinely look forward to the following 12 months. If there are things in your life that you wish you could change on your birthday, then you've got 12 months to change before your next birthday. I hope you understand the sort of thinking that I'm putting out there. You know, the Americans have Thanksgiving, forget the history and everything around it. One of the takeaway things is they say what they're thankful for on Thanksgiving. Now, I know that people are adopting that in Australia for Christmas, the saying what they're thankful for. And that's a really good thing. Like, you know, practice on birthdays, practice on places where you can celebrate these things, but, you know, try and do it from a day-to-day purpose. If you get home and you're one of these people that are laying in bed, thinking at the roof, running through everything that happened today and what you've got to do tomorrow and what you've got, stop, because, you know, that takes you forever to fall asleep. Stop and be thankful for the fact that you have a nice warm bed and there is a roof over your head. And even if you're in a situation where, I don't know how I'm going to pay rent and blah, 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 be thankful for right now that you're in that bed and there's a roof over your head. You know, these are little tiny steps that you can start to do to make a big change in your life, okay? I'll leave you with one last thing before I'll wrap it up, but it's not exactly on surprises, but it is the same mindset. I have a thing with the word hate. Now, I go out of my way to try not to say I hate this or that. I hate the color pink. That's stupid. Hate is such a strong word. I might not like every shade of color pink, but do you know what I'm saying? I go out of my way to say, oh, you know, I hate that person, or I hate that sound. No, or I hate that show. No. We throw the word hate out there way too much. And think of it from an energy point of view, or a psychological point of view too, which is my overall point. You throw that word hate out there, you're literally throwing hate out into the world. I hate this. You're generating hate and throwing it. So I just like it. It's a lot less impactful. It's a lot less, let's call it, it has a better carbon footprint, or it's diet free when it comes to energy. Like the other thing with that is, when I do turn around and go, I hate this, I mean, I really don't like it. Again, that's a chance for me. I've pulled myself up, I've remembered, and it's a chance for me to have a smile, because I'm like, well, I'm honestly trying to cut down on the hate in the world and the hate that comes from me. And psychologically, letting go of the word hate allows me to let go of the word hate a lot more, and the emotions and the feelings that come with that. Okay, so it's little things like this that can overall make a really big impact in your life. Okay, so I really hope this helps. Hopefully there's some things in there that you can take away and give it a shot. Go try the week without saying the word hate, and if you do say it, just pull it back and go, no, I dislike it. You can train yourself just like we train puppies and kitties and monkeys. You can train yourself. I trained myself to say the word mate. I didn't feel Australian enough years and years ago. All my friends were saying mate, mate, mate. I never used the word, and I'm like, I'm going to train myself to say that. So I did. Now I can't stop saying it. So you can train yourself, okay? This whole thing about an old dog, new tricks, bullshit. So again, go ahead, try something like that. And when something does hit you in the gut or something you don't like, try and let go. And I'm not just saying forget about it. That doesn't work. Letting go of something is processing first, and then you can let it go. Those words really did hurt me because I'm a sensitive person and that person doesn't know me well, and whatever they said to me, it really did hurt me. However, through that processing stage, you can acknowledge that that person doesn't know me, so that should make you feel better. And they obviously don't think the same way as I do, because I don't walk around saying mean things to people all the time. So it's different strokes for different folks. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to let that person's bad mood or energy affect mine. Why should it? Negativity, well, the saying is evil begets evil, which means, you know, this person's full of negativity and they've spread it to you, and now you're in a bad mood and you're hurt and upset. This person comes along and you might get a bit snappy with them, and then they walk away and they're in a bad mood. That's what the saying is. Evil begets evil. It continues on. Switch it. We all talk about living in the world we want to live in. Maybe I am a firm believer that one person can change the world, but let's talk about our own individual world. Your circle of friends and families and co-workers around you. You may not be able to change the world in general, but you may be able to have an effect with the people around you. Instead of letting that that negativity follow, stop it in its tracks. No. Think of it as negativity as this big beast, big evil demon. Stop it in its track. If that's what you need to do, the way you need to think of it in order to actively go, no, I'm not letting this negativity into my life, you will end up feeling better. You stop that, you remain positive, this person comes over, hi, how you doing? You can bounce off each other and create more positivity rather than negative, negative, negative. You've got one negative, two positives, combine, get stronger. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so I hope this helped. I am going to continue putting this up on a Wednesday night because, yeah, Wednesday's the night that most people have crap energy, and it may not be smart for me to post these on a Wednesday night, but it seems like it'd be the most useful. So I hope it helps. Keep an eye out for the free weekly triple deck reading on Sunday. If you have found this helpful, or if you got any feedback, please leave it in the comments on YouTube and let me know. And yeah, I hope the rest of the week treats you right. If it doesn't, don't fight fire with fire. Turn lemons into lemonade. You know, go out of your way to make sure that even if the world is falling around you, the world around you is falling apart. Go out of your way to make sure it doesn't affect you. Try one thing. Just pick one thing and try that, and give it a go. You know, it's going to take time, but it's not going to take months and months and years, but it is going to take a little bit of time, but give it a go. Hope that helped, guys. Bye.